Hello and welcome back to the Wheel Brick. Today we'll be checking out the LEGO Speed Champions Red Bull Visa Cash App F1 car. This is set 77246. It has 248 pieces in it. It's rated 18 plus and it retails for $26.99 in the United States. Looking on the front of the box, we have a black background like most 18 plus sets, a Formula One logo, and then flipping the box around, we have the back of the car with the real car, the helmet and the steering wheel, and then a top view of the car. Looking inside the box, we have 6 numbered bags, the usual sticker sheet, the usual base, and the instructions over here. So let's get into building it. Here is the completed model of the Red Bull Visa V-Car, that's what they call it, F1 car. I'm going to give a quick rundown of this compared to the other sets seen here. I have a more thorough version if you go watch the Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Williams, but I'm going to just give the quick rundown if you've not seen those videos or you don't want to go back and watch it. So starting up front, the front splitters across the board are the exact same. The only thing that's different is the colors and the sponsors. Same for the back wings. They're all built the exact same way. The only difference is the sponsors and the colors. The real difference comes with the side skirts in the back tail fins. If I were to pick one of these up, you can see Williams, quite a big difference. Ferrari, quite a bit difference. You don't have this kind of sticking up tail fin you see here on the Ferrari car at all. It's just really smooth. And you can see these kind of hump in the Ferrari car, which you have flat here. Picking up something like McLaren, you can see quite a big difference. And I did want to point out for the Red Bull car, this kind of broadcast antenna is completely different from everything you see here, the way it is built. I kind of broke it already. It's just this little piece that comes off. So it is kind of breakable, but if you're just displaying it, it shouldn't come off. Also, I did want to point out, I really do like the way they did this side skirt design. I think it just makes it look so sleek. The other ones are cool as well, but this one for some reason just hits differently. It's just so sleek, and the way that's angled, I didn't know if they were going to have like how they were going to do it, but I'll actually show you how they did it. I got to pull it off. You can see a little pull with a stud that goes in there, and then you have a little place right here to stick it on, and I stick it on like that, and it makes it angled and smooth, which I think is really neat. Unlike the rest of these, this one and this one here are 18 plus rated. Why is that? Because it has Red Bull branding, and in some countries it is illegal to advertise or promote energy drinks to kids. So to comply with that, they just made these two 18 plus. This one is full on Red Bull, while this one is more Visa Cash App, but it does still, if you see on the back here, you can still see the Red Bull branding, and on the back it still says RB Red Bull on the back, and on the helmet here, you can see the RB logo, which has Red Bull, and on the front here also. And so to prevent them from getting sued, that's what they did. Furthering my point, down here on these kind of collectible little mystery, if you want to call it that, F1 cars, they are rated 6 plus. And while this one doesn't have any Red Bull branding on it because it's the 6 plus rating, they can get away with the colors, but they just can't put the branding on. Also, with the City Series 6 plus I have here, you can see no branding on it. The other ones do have branding, like the McLaren version says McLaren there and has the McLaren logo on the front. Because this is a 6 plus set, they can't put the Red Bull branding on it. But if you know anything about F1 or you're an F1 fan, you know when you see the colors what it is, even if it doesn't have the branding on it. And talking about the build, this really felt like an actual 18 plus build compared to the non-18 plus versions of these F1 cars. Yes, the front splitter and the back spoiler are still the same build across the board, but the way you put the body together, it just felt more of a challenge to me anyways, and something that would appeal to more of an 18 plus builder with this set. As it stands currently, we have 8 out of the 10 cars. If you know, I do have the Haas one right here. I just haven't got around to building it, and I still have to get the Alpine, but once I get the Alpine and I get this one built and the Alpine built, I will have the completed collection of the F1 2025 Speed Champions. And yes, the F1 grid from the City Series, this one in particular, which is actually retiring soon at the end of this year, so I'd recommend you go pick it up because yes, it does fit 2 Speed Champion F1 cars side by side, so you can start the race. It's got this nice little side railing there for the racetrack, and then you got a little pedestal there, podium for the person that waves the flag, and then you can switch this, go that way and that way to change the lights, and then they can start racing. And I think this is just so cool because you can display the cars side by side like they're about ready to start a F1 race. Back to the Visa Red Bull. What are my finishing thoughts? I think this is probably one of the better ones out of the entire series. Now, don't get me wrong. Each one is really, really great. I would recommend all of them. But if I had to choose, I think I'd first choose Red Bull, and then I'd choose this other Red Bull, then McLaren, Ferrari, Williams, Mercedes, Aston Martin, and Kick Sauber for what I have built here right now, something in that order, but I do recommend you go pick this up. And the price at $26.99, as always with all of these, I think it is a great price. If you're an F1 fan, Red Bull fan, Lego fan, car fan, Speed Champions fan, the works, you will not be disappointed with this set. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Put them down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Wheel Brick. Follow the Wheel Brick on Instagram. Make sure you like this video if you like this sort of content. And stay tuned for more Speed Champion reviews coming soon. And I will see you next video.